Hey, Nari. Are you there? Do you have your phone on you right now? I was just curious how you felt about creme brulee. Are you a fan?
Wait, what? You want to know if I like creme brulee? Where is this question coming from? This is kind of random, isn't it? And aren't you still working? I thought that you weren't going to be off until really late tonight. Unless you're already done?
I am done, actually. I just finished my work and I'm about to head home for the night. But I was thinking of stopping by that nice little dessert shop that I know you like and, well, I was just wondering if you were still interested in that creme brulee that you pointed out but didn't order the last time that we were there together.
Oh, Tom, you sweet, thoughtful, amazing man. That is so sweet of you.
Well, I am getting you dessert, so I certainly hope that it would be sweet. Besides, it's not like we actually go out to eat all that often. So I thought maybe as a special occasion, I could do this for you.
Well, you're right about that. You know that I would really like if we could go out more, but given our schedules, it can make it quite difficult to swing. But anyways, is this really a just because creme brulee? Or is there some kind of special occasion that we should be celebrating?
Well, I guess there might be something else going on here.
I knew it. I knew that this was part of something bigger. So, are you going to let me in on whatever it is that you've got going on then?
It really isn't anything too huge. I promise you that. It's nothing really, in fact.
No, come on. You can't just say that you actually do have something to celebrate, and then just not tell me.
Well, okay. The truth is, I'm just really excited that we're finally going to have enough saved up to make all those renovations to the house. I mean, we're basically almost there, right? That's just been on my mind all day, and I thought this could be a fun way to celebrate early.
Wait a second. Where did you get that information from? Did I tell you that we were almost there? Or that we'd be done saving up by next month?
No, you didn't tell me per se. Although you would have all of that information since you're the one who always does all of the budgeting for the house. But are you saying that I got it wrong?
I think that you might have the numbers wrong there, Tom.
Hold on. Are you joking? Because I was only joking. I thought that we were really close, Nari. I mean, I thought that I was doing my own math correctly, and that put us so close to our goal. Are you actually trying to tell me that we aren't actually close to being where we should be for the renovations that we wanted to make?
Of course it's a joke. Did you really think that I wasn't joking? You actually thought that I was being serious? No way.
Oh, thank goodness. I was about to feel really bad for multiple reasons before you said that. Man, I was about to ask you where all of our money had gone. I was just starting to freak out a little in my head, I'll admit. You really got me there. Nice one, Nari.
Yeah, no. Don't you worry about a thing. Our savings are just fine, and we're on track for all that we'll need for the house. So there is nothing to sweat, okay? We're doing just fine.
Right. Just fine. Got it. Well, that really is a relief. I was starting to get so nervous. But it really is high time that we make these changes to our house. I think we've been living here long enough and that we deserve it. But is there anything in particular that you would want to put in the house by the time it's all over?
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, no. But have you talked with your mom about this? Because I knew that we keep talking about the place as if it's already our house. But the reality is that it's actually your mom's house, and you wouldn't actually own it until she passed away and left it to you in her will.
I know, but she's the one that asked us to move in with her. So I'm sure that she's fine with whatever we do. Besides, I remember Mom saying just how happy she would be if someone took it upon themselves to renovate her house. So I'm sure that even if we were short a little bit in terms of our savings, that it wouldn't be too hard to get her to pitch in just a little bit too. And in the end, that works out great for us, because we're going to get to use the renovations for the longest.
Well, I guess you're not wrong about any of that. But I guess I just feel like it might still be a bit too early on deciding the kind of things that we want done.
Oh, really? Do you really feel that way?
Well, I just think that maybe we should take a look at what our final budget is going to be and decide from there. Don't you think that makes the most sense?
Oh, right. I guess that does make more sense, actually. Sorry for jumping the gun there. I guess I'm just really, really excited to fix up the house. This is gonna be great.
Well, I'm excited too. But we shouldn't let that get us into a hole that we won't be able to dig ourselves out of. Oh, and by the way, your mom was asking if you wouldn't mind getting her an extra creme brulee for her as well.
Got it. 2 creme brulees coming up then. And I guess we can talk more about what we want to do with the house when we reach our savings goal.
I think that's a good idea, Tom. Thanks again for getting those desserts, though. That really was thoughtful of you. I'm going to hit up your dinner now, so it'll be waiting for you by the time that you get here. Hey there, Tom. I just wanted to say how sorry I am that I didn't have time this morning to pack your lunch. Actually, I've been feeling kind of sick ever since this morning.
Oh, don't worry about that, Nari. If you're feeling bad, then I'm glad you took the time to rest rather than do things for me. Besides, you always pack my lunch, and I really, really appreciate it.
I know, but that's why I feel bad about not being able to do that for you today. But I promise that I'll pack you one tomorrow, okay?
Okay, well, you say that, but I want you to know that you don't have to push yourself if you're still not feeling great tomorrow. I mean, you know that I don't mind just going to the grocery store and getting something pre-made there, right? Or maybe I could even ask my mom if she wanted to try packing my lunch how she used to when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel if you went and asked your mom to do that for you. I feel like, if anything, it would just end up making me look bad in the end.
I understand what you're saying, Nari, but I just think that you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself when you're already not feeling great. I mean, you're always doing so much. You must know that, right? I just hope you know that it's okay to ask for help from people from time to time.
I know that it's okay to ask for help, but that doesn't necessarily make it any easier when it actually comes to doing the asking. Besides, I don't want your mom to think that I'm trying to slough off the work I should be doing onto her, you know?
I really don't think that my mom would see things that way at all. Besides, even my mom asks after you from time to time.
Does she really? I find that kind of hard to believe, to be honest.
Hold on a second. Did something happen between you and my mom? Does this have to do with why you're not feeling well?
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I don't know, actually. But I guess I just have a feeling is all. But before this, I thought that you and my mom were getting along well.
Yeah, your mom and I get along just well. No problems between us.
But then what did you mean by what you just said about my mom? I guess it just didn't seem like something you would say if you thought you two got along. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing a little too much thinking, but what were you trying to say with that?
I'm sorry, Tom. I really didn't mean to upset you by saying something like that. But it really doesn't have anything to do with you, I promise. I am really sorry if I worried you with that talk, though.
Well, sure. I get that's not about me directly. But it is about my wife and my mom, so I mean, I don't think you can just tell me not to worry about it.
I'm sorry. You're right. I wasn't trying to say that. What I'm really trying to say is that for me, this is a situation where I'm living with my husband and mother-in-law at her house, right? So I guess maybe we just shouldn't be all that surprised when problems arise from time to time, right?
So then you're telling me that something did happen between you and my mom? Why else would you be talking about problems? Nari, are you trying to hide something from me?
No, Tom. I swear to you that I'm not trying to hide anything at all, okay? Please. It really isn't that deep at all, and I'm sorry for even bringing it up. Look, this wasn't something that I really wanted to talk about with you, so can we please just drop this?
Now, wait just a minute. First you say that nothing happened, and now you're telling me that something actually has happened between you and my mom, and you just want me to drop it? Please, why can't you just tell me what happened between the two of you? Because if you don't tell me, I'll just have to go and ask my mom about this.
No. Wait. Please don't do that. Whatever you do, do not go and ask your mom about this. That would just make things way, way, way worse for everyone.
But now I know that something's happened, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to get this out of my head until I know what it was. If this is about my wife, my mom, well, then it's about me as well.
Tom, please. Why won't you listen to me? I understand how you feel, but it's really not something worth worrying about. I should have never said anything to begin with.
But I just don't understand. What could have possibly happened between you two that makes you want to hide it so badly from me?
You know, I would think that if you stopped interrogating me and thought about for a while that you could figure it out. Although, even if you could figure out what it was, you would realize that it's still nothing that you can help us with. This is an issue that is between your mom and I, and that's it, okay?
Well, okay then. So you just really want me to drop this like you never said anything?
That's right. Like I never ever said anything. Please, I just really don't think it's a good idea for you to get involved in this. In fact, doing so would only make it worse.
I see. Well then, I guess if that's really how you feel about this, then I'll do as you say. And I guess that means that you don't want me even asking my mom about anything related to this, right?
I think that even if you didn't tell her we had this conversation, she would still trace it back to me. So I think that you should maybe keep quiet about this. Again, just like I never said anything and like you never heard anything. Just be totally normal and things will be okay.
Okay then. I'll be totally normal and pretend like I have no idea that anything is going on between you and my mom. But I hope you know that as your husband, I do want to be there with you when you have issues, especially if they're with my family.
I know that, Tom, and I'm so thankful for you. If I ever need your help, you'll be the first to know. Hello, Tom. I was wondering if you have a quick moment to chat. After all, if I'm correct, you shouldn't be working today, right? Are you at home right now?
Oh, Opal. What a surprise. I almost never hear from my mother-in-law like this. Yes, it is my day off, and I am at home right now. Although, I was wondering if Nari was at your place right now.
Oh, yes. She's here right now. If you must know. She arrived this morning.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she made it to your house safely. You know, I was actually really worried when I woke up and I couldn't find Nari anywhere. She wasn't even responding my messages. But, if she's with you, then that means she's safe, and that's all that matters for me.
She's safe? Do you really think that she's safe? How can you say that? In fact, you've got some serious nerve even saying something like that.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Where's this coming from? I don't understand. I get the sense that you're mad at me, but I have no idea what I might have done to make you so upset.
No, I really can't believe you, Tom. How can you say you don't even realize what you did to your own wife? I mean, do you know at all the kinds of horrible things that your mom has been doing to Nadi? You all live in the same house, and you're literally turning a blind eye to this horrible abuse.
Wait a second. You're telling me that Nari said that my mom did something to her? You know, I have noticed lately the two of them hadn't been getting along that great, but I thought things weren't that bad.
I didn't think it was possible to be any more disappointed in you, yet here we are. So now you're telling me that you do know that there was something wrong, and you didn't even do anything? Don't you realize the damage that you've done to Nari?
Do you even know what was going on between Nari and my mom? Because the truth is that I just don't know.
Well, then you should have asked. Why aren't you showing any more interest in your wife's well-being? Especially when she's so distressed. I mean, do you have any idea why it is that Nari wasn't at home this morning? It's because she finally hit her limit with the situation. She was fleeing from you and your mom.
She hit her limits. So that means this has been happening for a while. So then, this is all about her not being able to stand my mom anymore?
Of course this is all about your horrible, no-good mother. Tom, she told me that she never ever wanted to see your mom again as long as she lived. And you should have seen her when she arrived here. She looked so weak and frail. I almost didn't even recognize her. That's how horrible the effect of your mother has been on my poor, sweet daughter.
But I don't get it. I did ask Nari about this, and she told me that it wasn't anything worth worrying about and that I should drop the subject. I just thought that it wasn't that serious.
And now you have the audacity to lie about my daughter after all that you've put her through? How dare you?
What do you mean? I'm not lying at all. She really did tell me that. I tried to press her for details, but she just refused to tell me what was going on. But if you could get Nari to open up to you, then I really would like to know what is going on between her and my mom.
I can't believe that you've been this casual about all of this after I've told you about what your wife has been through. Even then, you still won't just say that you're on her side? Well, as her mother, I am going to do the speaking for her. And if you don't end this living with your mother business, then I will tell her to divorce you. Is that what you want?
Well, if that's what you're offering, then I guess I really don't have any choice in the matter, do I? But, okay. If that's what you want, then fine. But I just want to add one condition. I will divorce your daughter if you will pay me $1 million.
Wait, what? You want me to pay you $1 million? You can't be serious about that, right?
I really don't understand why you might have a problem with that. I mean, you did say that you wanted us to split up, right?
So you're really serious about this? You're going to try and squeeze your poor abused wife for her last penny? You have really got some nerve, do you know that?
Sorry. I guess I should have made more clear. I want the $1 million that my mom lent to Nari. If she can return that to me, then I'll agree to divorce her. But I'm afraid until that happens, I can't allow a divorce.
Hold on just 1 second. You're telling me that your mom lent my daughter $1 million? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke?
I'm very sure that both you and Nari wished that I was joking. But unfortunately for you both, I'm only telling the truth about all of this. Sounds like you and Nari have a few things to talk about.
Hey there, Tom. I just wanted to say how sorry I am for running out of the house today. But I'll be coming back by the evening. So do you want me to get anything for dinner? You name it and I'll get it.
Wait, what? Is that really the attitude you're going to greet me with?
Hold on a second. Are you mad at me? What did I do?
Of course I am. I mean, do you not think I don't know about your situation?
My situation? You mean with your mom? Right. I meant to tell you that I completely got that wrong. It was all just a big mistake.
What kind of a mistake are you talking about? Are you serious right now?
Well, I went away to my mom's house, right? And she was telling me all about how I was making a mistake and misreading the situation. So anyways, I'm sorry about the miscommunication there.
I'm sorry. Is this some kind of joke? Are you messing with me?
No, of course I'm not messing with you. Nothing like that at all. If anything, I was messing with myself and got way into my head about all of this.
Nari, just stop it. I was able to figure out what you were doing. You were making up lies about my mom to try and get out of the debt you owe here. Are you really going to try and deny that?
Oh, is this about the money that your mom gave to me? Well, you know that I didn't just borrow that much from her, right? It was over time.
Nari, you borrowed $1 million from my mom and you spent it all on plastic surgery. If you're going to do something that expensive, why don't you talk to me about it first?
Well, I thought that if I did that, you might want to divorce me.
No, that isn't the case at all. If anything, you taking it as far as you have is the thing pushing me in that direction.
Oh, come on. It's not like I was robbing your mom or something like that. Besides, the first time I only borrowed $20,000.
Nari, do you realize that you're just digging yourself a deeper hole with all these excuses? Now, why don't you just tell me the truth about what's going on here before I just walk away?
Okay, the real reason I freaked out so much is because I ended up spending all the money that we saved up for the house.
Hold on a second. You used up all the money that you were saving for the house? Why would you do something like that?
You don't understand. Some girlfriends of mine invited me out to go partying with them, and I had the card connected to our savings account with me, and well...
So you're telling me that on top of all the money you've gotten out of my mom, you also spent all of our savings?
Tom, I don't get why you're so mad. I was just having fun.
You've had fun on money that was supposed to go into our house. Don't you realize that? Do you really not feel guilty for that at all?
Okay, so I accidentally spent a little too much money. Who among us hasn't done something like that before? Is it really that big of a deal?
I don't believe you. How could you do this to me? To us? I don't even know what to say.
Well, we can just save up more money, right? I mean, it's not like we're about to be kicked out on the street or anything like that. Don't you think you're being just a little bit materialistic right now?
Materialistic? Are you kidding me? How can you even ask me that when you spent the money that wasn't yours on something that it wasn't meant for? You've been doing nothing but lying and trying to cover your own ass. Do you not think I don't realize that? Nari, I'm going to leave you and make you pay back every single penny that you've stolen from my mom and I.
Wait, no. Tom, please don't be like this. You wouldn't do something so cruel to your own wife, would you?
My wife? You must have misread my message. I am leaving you. As in, you and I are going to get a divorce and then I won't have a wife. I want nothing to do with you ever again. Do you understand me? We are getting a divorce.
But, come on, Tom. After all that we've been through together, and you're going to leave me after some money?
I can't believe that you still think you're trying to talk your way out of this. Don't you realize that it's over? Nothing you could possibly say would ever change my mind about this in a million years.
But, if you leave me and make me pay back all the money then, I'll be ruined. I'll never be able to pay all of that.
Oh, I know. But I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for my mom and I. Because you are no family of mine. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, wait, please. Can't you just talk to your mom about this for me? Can't you tell her that I'll work really, really hard to pay her back? It doesn't have to be like this.
Nari, you still don't get it, do you? You're going to pay her back. That's what I'm going to force you to do.
But I'll never ever be able to pay off that much money. Please, Tom, you can't do this to me.
After that, I went to the city hall and got the divorce papers, and it didn't take long after that before we were officially over. My mom hired a lawyer to open a lawsuit against Nari. Nari was given the option to pay the lawsuit off all at once, or over a long period with interest. Nari decided to take out a huge loan to pay my mom back and we'll be done with the whole thing. But after that, I'm sure that Nari is never ever going to think about using someone else's money for something of hers ever again. Thankfully, her mom is letting her live with her so she can save on expenses. Still, I don't know if she'll ever be able to pay back all the money she owes my mom and me in her lifetime. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.